Epcot, you come to Epcot to eat and drink, you know? And 90% of the time you can't even find a table to rest your food on.
A cult of personality.
Good afternoon from Epcot. Today we're doing a different vlog. It's going to be a little bit out of order because we are doing from worst to best a harsh ranking of the countries around World Showcase. At least how they are here, not the countries in general. Don't cancel me. Anyway, let's get into number 11.
Number 11 is Italy, and I think this is like the least controversial opinion ever. The festival booth, via Napoli, also the drinks, also there's like it all around bad time in Italy. Love the actual country itself, but not the pavilion.
I'm getting chills hearing this song. I've never heard them play live.
Really?
I've tried before and I never saw them.
A cult of personality.
Also, if you can't hear in the distance, Living Colour is playing a show, and they're currently playing Cult of Personality. If you don't know, you don't know, it's fine, but only Nate and I are excited for this band. Everybody else is like, what is going on? In all seriousness, I think the architecture for this land is absolutely beautiful. I think it's great miniature versions of iconic spots all over Italy, but go to the real places here. Food is better there too, I will tell you that. I've been to Italy. I went to Italy in 2017 and it was far above and beyond. I don't want to spend too much time on Italy. I think we're gonna go to number 10 now because, again, I don't know, just it's not it. Number 10, Norway. What is your hot take on Norway?
Norway has the best bathrooms in all of Disney World. They do.
I don't think I have used the restrooms here.
Go right now. You'll be in for a delight.
I don't have to use the restroom though. So
However,
we're gonna go right in there.
the food and beverage options here suck. I wish they had a quick service restaurant because the food in Akershus is actually good, but what adult is gonna pay like $60 for dinner there? Like, I wish they had a quick service option where you could get those like Norwegian meatballs and stuff, so you could just get it on a normal day. But they need better food and drinks here.
Fun fact, I actually used to love the Norway Pavilion, but honestly, the quality has been severely degraded by the Frozen ride being here. I love the Frozen ride, but the amount, like, it takes up so much space, not just the ride, but the amount of people that are just standing around, waiting in line for the ride, a lot of the times wraps around the entire pavilion. That's a huge downside to me, and I'm sorry, but that's a major thing for me.
Harsh reality with Norway. When they replaced the Maelstrom with Frozen Ever After, they closed up the rock. Doesn't make sense. You used to be able to see the ride going through there, and it was really awesome. Why would they close that off?
Because they wanted an Elsa screen.
Yeah, but it made me want to just, like, when I walked past there when it was the Maelstrom, I was like, ooh, what's in there? I want to go ride that. Now you can walk past this and not even know that there's a Frozen ride in there.
And of course, right as I am talking about how much I don't like the Frozen ride, we are on the Frozen ride, or we're about to be on the Frozen ride. Kristen, out of 10, what do you rank it?
Like a 6. I love Frozen though, so.
Have you even seen it? You don't watch movies.
Frozen 2 is my favorite Disney movie of all time.
I know we are only at number 10 and we're already spending a decent amount of time here in Norway, but it's because we just broke down on the ride. Let me explain what happened. We went down the lift hill that was after the ice monster guy, and then we went up a ramp. It felt like we hopped the rails or something. We got stuck. It was really weird, but basically what we think was a braking system so that we didn't run into the car in front of us, the boat in front of us. It felt really, really wrong. We almost got Final Destination right here. Kristen, what just happened?
I honestly have no clue. The boat just stopped as soon as we went down the hill. It was crazy.
Because there was going to be another boat behind us, and it sounded like there was another boat coming down the ramp multiple times. It was really scary. This is not the ride that you would expect that to happen on, but that's what happened. I don't know. It was scary. Let's move on to number 9. Number 9, Morocco. When I was a child, I had violent diarrhea in these bathrooms, and this area of the park has scared me ever since.
What's there to do here?
I will say there are really good photo spots here in Morocco if you are an Instagram baddie like myself. right, Kristen?
Oh, yeah.
But other than that, I don't really know of too much that's going on here.
Oh my God, that girl's twerking on the planner.
Okay. There's a lot of dancing. That's pretty much it. Okay. Number 8 on my list is France. For Kristen, it is number what? 1?
Numero uno, I think. There's just so much to do. So many different restaurants for you to eat at. Quick service, sit down, snacks. I love the ice cream. Beverages are great with that Grand Marnier slush. Plus, you got Remy's Ratatouille Adventure, and although it's not an amazing ride, it's probably one of the better rides in the World Showcase.
A major downside for the France Pavilion here at Epcot for me is definitely the layout. Mainly because Ratatouille is the main attraction, but it's around the back and to the side a little bit. It's weird. They obviously had minimal room to work with, and it's a great ride. It was a little overhyped, but I don't know. I don't go to the quick service very often. All that, I'm sorry, it's a little bit of a harsh review, but that's the goal of this video. And probably the worst part about this whole pavilion is that Belle is meeting and greeting here. I'm not the biggest fan.
The France Pavilion is actually my favorite. I think.
I said the same thing.
Oh, you did? We agree for once? No, we usually agree, I feel like. I don't think it's larger, but just the food here is phenomenal. I love that you can meet Belle and Aurora here. They're two of my favorite princesses. And Remy's is a cute ride. I stand by that for the rest of my life. And I love the bakery and the ice cream shop. So everything here is good. That's why it's my favorite. It's better than any others. I could stay in France for 8 hours.
Number 7, the America Pavilion. Now I know many of you rank this pavilion much higher than I do, but let me explain why. My biggest positive and negative from the America Pavilion is the American Adventure. If you're not aware of what the American Adventure is, it is a animatronic stage show that tells the history of American history, but it's from a very 1982 when it opened standpoint. They brush over slavery really quick too. That's another thing that I have a little bit of a problem with. Whatever, I don't want to get into it. It's not my cup of tea. But you know what is? Regal Eagle is. And I think that's everybody else's cup of tea too that we're with today. Nate is on a mission right now. He's really, really wanting to get front row, even though they've been playing for 20 minutes already.
And during the few moments that we have, I want to talk right down to earth in a language that everybody here can easily understand.
One of the things that happened during the very end of Living Color's set while they were playing Cult of Personality is that their singer left the stage, went down the stairs, went up the entire, through the crowd and into, the regular walkway, and he got a turkey leg and he brought it on stage. If that doesn't say America for you, which is weird because
He was singing and eating with a turkey leg. He was taking bites in between the lyrics. It was great. I loved it. I thought it was awesome.
I'm glad to see it because, I don't know. That's
Definitely a story to tell.
Way different from any other band that performs here. I'll tell you that. All right, as we are leaving the America Pavilion, what is everybody's least favorite animatronic from American Adventure?
None of them. They're all my favorite.
Didn't they have a Mark Twain? Mark Twain's my favorite.
Kristen, least favorite animatronic from...
I like how you
even remember.
We all said.
I can't remember a specific animatronic in there.
Mark Twain.
Number 6, China. I do not think I've talked about it on For the Love of Vlogging before, but I will defend this Circle Vision film till the day that I die. This is the best air conditioning on property. I mean, it's not, but because of the film, I love this. This is a Circle Vision film that they have in the China Pavilion, and it's one of the only things that's still played back and shot on film in all of Epcot or Disney World. It's a little shaky, but it's good. Cinematography's great. They've redone it a few times, but honestly, it's great. It's amazing, and I love it. We're gonna see what everybody else thinks about the China Pavilion. It is only number 6 because there's not that much to do other than that. a lot of shopping, a lot of trinkets. Feels very third party. If you know what I mean, you know what I mean.
Hot take on China, the quick service is actually probably like my third favorite quick service in the World Showcase. It's a great value, humongous portions for a reasonable price, and it's really tasty Chinese food. And I also love the sit-down restaurant, Nine Dragons.
I rescind what she just said. Nine Dragons is my worst restaurant, sit-down restaurant in all of Disney World.
Are you serious?
Yeah. She clearly doesn't watch my content. That's okay.
No,
We just ate at the worst Disney World restaurant ever.
Well, let us rephrase that. Let me just say Panda Express.
No.
You don't think so?
No.
Okay, well then maybe I liked it a lot less than you did.
I thought you were saying Panda was better. No, yes.
I mean,
this is all coming back to me. Like, okay, in Orlando, we don't have the best, like, Chinese takeout Chinese food. Like, it's hard to find good, like, takeout Chinese food in Orlando, or at least by me. So I think their Chinese food here in the pavilion tastes like good Chinese takeout. That's why I enjoy it.
This pavilion is very nice. They have a nice, refreshing. What is this, like a mango seltzer? Just like a regular seltzer water, and it's delicious.
I think I might need to change my thumbnail from harsh reviews of every whatever to just good reviews, which is fine.
Is it bad?
No, I mean it doesn't need to be negative. Just like a thing that people aren't going to say normally. There you go. That's perfect.
Yeah. This pavilion has some of the most unique snacks you can get. Everything from octopus flavored potato chips to steak flavored Cheetos. I love it all, but it definitely needs an attraction. There is not much to do here other than look at stuff and eat food. Yeah. That's about it, though. I mean, that's mostly Epcot, though. Look at stuff and eat food and drink. You know, they need more attractions.
Number 5, the United Kingdom. There's also nothing to do here, and if these phone booths were accurate, they'd be filled with X-rated advertisements and smell like shit. I do not spend that much time in this pavilion, but the time that I do spend here, architecture. Listen. The architecture of this pavilion is by far above and beyond anything else that exists here at Epcot for theming. They perfectly encapsulated like 8 different styles of architecture from the UK. It's not really accurate, but I really do like that it's like there's so much stuff going on. There's great cover bands that play here. If you can't hear in the background, they're playing a Who cover right now. There's a lot of fun stuff here in the UK. Obviously it doesn't break the top 4, top 5, but it's still good. It's still really solid.
After La Cava, the Rose and Crown is probably my favorite bar in Epcot. It is so much fun in there. Like, the drinks are great. There's nothing like getting a nice cold Bud Light in a British pub.
I will have to say the pub is my favorite here, but my least favorite about the UK pavilion, there's no attraction. We need a Mary Poppins attraction.
Also, the bathrooms here are horrible, disgusting. 0 out of 10, do not recommend. If you could go anywhere else to the bathroom, you should hold it and wait because they're really bad.
Locked off for a reason.
It's under construction right now.
They're redoing the bathrooms, guys. Breaking news, they're actually redoing the bathrooms, so they are being updated.
They heard my cries.
Number 4, Canada. Can you tell? I can't really show you almost anything right now because it's 90% under construction, but this is one of my favorites. If you can't tell, this whole centerpiece of Canada is walled off. You can't even go down by the waterfall, I don't think. I don't know. They have good restaurants. We have dined at Le Cellier, which is the 5-star sit-down place here in Canada. It's good. The vibe is not it, but the food is really, really good. It's just the tables are really close to everybody else, and I don't know. Isabel and I went there for an anniversary dinner. It was fine. I probably wouldn't go there again, but I still do rank this as number 4 because of just the food. The festival foods are the best here, and the architecture is amazing. I keep saying that on the ones on this side, but I feel like everything over here, Canada, UK, France, the architecture is amazing. Layout might not be the best, but we were just talking about Le Cellier. Sean wasn't the biggest fan, but what did you like on the menu?
I like they have a good assortment of their bread bowl, and it has a pretzel. Well, I'm not sure if they still have it, but they have a pretzel roll in there, and it's so good.
An assortment of bread.
An assortment.
My favorite thing is the ribeye. The ribeye is fantastic, and the poutine. You got to get the poutine if you're going to Le Cellier.
You had okay, so you said you had not the best experience the first time, but
Yeah.
you've been like 4 times.
Yeah, like the first time I went, I mean, it was good, but it wasn't like the best thing ever. And then I came back at least like 4 times since then, and every single time has been A+. Am I holding it upside down?
No, it doesn't matter. It works. Oh, he just won.
Oh.
He wants to say something. Give me the money.
As you guys can see, they put up some walls. They're about to open up the Drake experience. So it's gonna be a new experience where Drake's gonna come out and, he's gonna take you around Toronto. He's gonna sing to you, It's gonna be a fun time. So I can't wait for that to open.
Number 3, Mexico. Obviously the best interior, but the food is a little... You could get better, more authentic Mexican food just off property at a gas station. Shout out Mex's Tacos.
So Mexico is my second favorite country in the World Showcase, mainly in part to La Cava de Tequila. I love going there, grabbing a mar, grabbing chips, guac, salsa, queso. It's all phenomenal. Honestly, that's what really puts it over the edge. I love the boat ride in there as well, the Grand Fiesta Tour.
None of this is harsh.
But here, I'm getting to my harsh now. The pavilion is very small. Like, you have the pyramid inside, and then you have the quick service restaurant. There's not, I need it to be bigger. And also, I think the quick service restaurant and all of the food in Mexico is, below average Mexican food. And I wish that it was more authentic, good, solid Mexican food. It's good, but it's just not, up there with, the local Mexican restaurants that you go to.
One positive. The food is amazing. No, I don't know. I give up. I don't know.
The ride is a little slow.
No, I love the ride.
Coco here. Coco, and then a
There's
Coco
not
attraction.
enough outdoor activities. I can say that. 100%.
That's what I said.
agree.
It's
Yeah.
tiny. You have, the pyramid and the quick service, and,
Yeah.
it's all right here.
Number 2, Germany. Caramel popcorn, miniature trains, glockenspiels. What more can you ask for? This is my number 2. We'll see what everybody else thinks.
My thoughts on the Germany pavilion: they have good popcorn. It's a good caramel corn mix. They have good pretzels. Oh, nice! It is a nice German delight. They have plenty of those, so that's one of the positive. But every country needs an attraction.
Which they were supposed to have an attraction.
What
Yeah.
a setup.
I know, they were supposed to have an attraction. You can actually see where that attraction was going to be right next to the restaurant beer garden there.
Almost, but they didn't get that German delight.
For those of you who don't know, there was going to be a Rhine River cruise as part of the Germany Pavilion as a ride. You could actually find the opening for the entrance where it was supposed to be, with some concept art-ish type stuff on there. It's been changed over the years. But here it is, fun fact. And last but not least, number 1, Japan. I know, it probably comes as a shock to most of you, but this is the one. This is the one. Not only does the Japan Pavilion have by far the most interesting, detailed gift shop in the entirety of World Showcase, but the architecture is amazing. The layout is great. There's little corners you could hide in. Let me show you the corner because this is my secret. Should I show this? Because this is my secret spot. And legitimately, I don't like that other people are gonna know this, but once you enter the pavilion, you will see this koi pond right here. And if you follow this pathway all the way up here, there are some very semi-densely wooded areas back here in this garden that have great spots to sit and be literally outside of a theme park. It does not feel like a theme park whatsoever. Let me show you. Up beyond this bridge, over on the left over here, there's some tables. This is technically a quick service spot. It's a lot smaller than most, but there's seating over here as well. This is the secret spot. This is this hangout spot. If you're looking for me, if you know I'm in Epcot and you think I'm hiding, this is probably the spot.
Japan is my favorite pavilion because I feel like it has the most offerings. It has multiple restaurants, a huge gift shop, a cozy little quick service area here. They have 2 different places you can get a drink. They've got a moat in the back. I love this place. It's really nice. It's huge. Look at it.
They got a moat.
They do. They even have ships that they used to actually drive around there. And you didn't know that? They had little remote control boats that used to drive around the water there. Yeah, 100%.
You know what they need here?
What?
An attraction.
Oh, now Mount Fuji. Mount Fuji. Mount Fuji. Can you imagine seeing Expedition Everest back there?
I would pay for it.
Like an Expedition Everest setting? That'd be amazing. Yep.
Well, that is a wrap on our harsh ranking of all 11 countries around Epcot's World Showcase. Do you agree with us? Do you disagree with us strongly? Please let us know in the comments down below. Nate, Kristen, Sean, Phoebe, everybody. Seriously, I cannot thank you guys enough for helping out with this video, and I can't thank you enough for being here in the first place. As for the love of vlogging grows here on YouTube, the #1 way that you could help is by sharing this with a friend who loves theme parks and Disney and Universal and all of that. I'm not going to tell you guys what to do, but please just like, comment, share, let us know, whatever. All that type of stuff, YouTube stuff. That's it for today. Okay, bye.